Hi everybody, Dan Illman here. Special coverage of a 50-cent pick 4 at Laurel on Saturday, races 5 through 8, some very competitive races. The first leg of the wager, race number 5, a restricted maiden special weight. Doesn't get easy. Don't have access to the tote board right now. I would urge everybody to watch the board and look for some significant tote action, especially with these first-time starters. Without the tote action, this race has to be a spread for me. Let's talk about the experienced horses. Experienced horses have a big edge over first-time starters in these kind of races. The One Fiery Child showed speed against maiden specials and adds blinkers. She just hasn't shown a lot of stamina. And I know it's Jamie Ness, and I know this filly has speed. I'm just going to try to beat her in here. The 3 Jumping Michelle, the 6 Greased Lightning, they come out of a common race. It was a maiden claiming race. They both ran well. I'm going to use both of these horses in the pick 4. Let's talk about some of these first-time starters. The number 2, Margie's Money, has a very precocious pedigree. Her sire, Great Notion, wins with 19% of his 2-year-old debut runners, and the dam was a sprint winner. Like the 5 furlong work, Hugh McMahon winning at a high percentage at Laurel this meet, I have to use the 2, Margie's Money. The 4, Miss Jackie G, is by Pioneer the Nile, who wins with 15% of his 2-year-old first-time starters, and this barn does nothing but send out live debut winners. 31% over the past year and a half with first-time starters. Miss Jackie G attracts Horatio Caramanos, 7-2 on the morning line. And I think sort of the interesting first-time starter that I'm considering using is the 7, Gracie's Bandit. Gracie's Bandit is a half to Anna's Bandit. It was a 2-year-old debut winner, stakes placed at 2, and the dam went 4 for 5 as a 2-year-old, including winning her career debut. She breezed out of the gate the other day. Her sire, During, not known for a lot of success with 2-year-old debut runners, but I think this filly goes out for a barn that wins first time out. It's going to offer a little bit of value. So without access to the tote board, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7, which means we're going to have to cut down a little bit later on in this sequence. The second leg of the pick 4, race number 6, is the Fine Stakes. $75,000 is the purse. I'm going to use 2 horses as an A, and when I say A, I mean please check out Ticketmaker on drf.com for a more affordable and efficient way to manage your pick 4 plays. Flash Phelps is just a logical horse. He's won 7 of 17 starts, $382,000 in the bank. He won this race in 2015. He just missed in 2016, and he earns this race in good form. He won a sprint race last time out over English Minister, who is my other A. English Minister might not be as effective, not really a proven winner. 8 seconds, 8 thirds, but he is in good form right now. He's a horse that can get a nice trip stretching out to 1 1/8 miles. And I think you also have to consider the number 6 in here is my B, Talk Show Man, a horse that came from off the pace last time out, needs only a little bit of pace to get it done. They're the 3 favorites in the $75,000 Fine Stakes. I would suggest you weight them as you see fit, but as of right now for me, it's 2, 4A. And the B is number 6. Race number 7, the third leg of the 50-cent pick 4 is the $75,000 Miss Disco Stakes. I've got 2 A's and 2 backups. My A's are the number 2, Misty On Point, who is trying dirt for the first time for Sagamore Farm. Dam won on the dirt. Dam's a half to Kiss to Remember, a graded stakes winner on the dirt. Dam's a half to 4 Royalty, a stakes winner on the dirt. I think this horse is going to handle dirt. She's by Munnings, who is a dirt horse. Misty On Point, unexposed. 3 starts on turf, has done very well on that surface. 2 out of 3 lifetime. A lot of upside potential, should get a little bit of pace. I think she'll be rolling late. I'll also use the very logical number 7, Crab Cakes, who has been out of the exacta only once in her career. Second last time out to a sharp horse in Shimmering Aspen. Figures to sit a good trip just off the speed of the 6, Ascertain. My 2 A's, the 2, the 7, Ascertain is a backup. And the chance that maybe she shakes loose early and phase the nation throughout the last race or turf route. That's not what she wants to do. Cutting back in distance is going to help her out, and I think she works out a good outside stalking trip. She's a backup. 2, 7A, 6, 9B. We round out the play with the $75,000 All Brandy Stakes, race number 8 at Laurel on Saturday. The 1, Northern Smile, the 5, Devilish Love, those are my A's. Northern Smile takes a big drop in class. She was overmatched in a grade 3 most recently. The time before that, the Kirtana, 1.5 miles on turf, a little far for her. She fits very well at this level and needs only a little bit of pace. 1.1 miles is well within her comfort zone. Devilish Love also handles 1.1 miles. She's been sparingly raced since winning the Maryland Million Ladies back in October, but I trust Steve Glasaris to have her ready for this race. She's going to show some good speed lead on the stretch out. Her last race, her first start off a long layoff, was a useful tightener, and I think stretching out, she's going to improve in her second start of the year. Deep backups. The 4, Nikki's Rocks for Pops, has run some solid races in the past. I thought that last race, 2 starts back on turf, was pretty good. Only beaten 3 3/4 lengths. She may not class up with the top horses in here, but I think she is slowly getting good. Lynn Ashby's a good trainer, very, very underrated. 10-1 on Nikki's Rocks for Pops, and a deep back up to 10 Complete Street, a horse that doesn't win very often, but occasionally makes a kick at a 1.125 especially. You look at her lines, not too many wins, but Complete Street, you give her a pace, she's going to come running late. I would use her as a very deep backup, maybe 50 cents on the 10 Complete Street. Fun sequence, races 5 through 8 at Laurel on Saturday. We begin with a restricted maiden special weight. Watch the board. Approximate post time for race number 5, 3:10 Eastern. Best of luck.